Hello, I'm sure you've played around with making AI characters and seen all the weird stuff they come up with. Characters with 8 fingers on each hand, 2 noses, 3 ears, as well as deficiencies in other details, and lots of glitches that don't always follow the rules of logic. Today we'll begin بسيادة الشماية, a new series of AI characters that will undergo a refinement and an ultra-orthodox conversion process in Photoshop. Throughout this process, we'll make essential modifications and rectify common flaws that show up a lot in AI stuff. While we may initially get some results that are kind of what we were aiming for, being meticulous is essential for reaching perfection. Let's start with this AI generated character. So the intention was to create a character of 90 years ago in Warsaw, Poland. So we ended up with this fellow who looks like he's going through the headlines of the daily newspaper in one of the town streets. And he's just learning about the political drama that is taking place in neighboring Germany, then around 1933. So first I cut the character out of the background, later I will put it back when the character has a Jewish look, the way we want it to be. The first item to get cosmetic treatment is the hat, which is taking on more Hasidic look. The shape also needs to be adjusted a bit, doing it with the warp mode of the free transform tool and also by using the liquify panel. 2 great Photoshop tools to move some pixels to the desired direction. The tool I'm using mainly at this stage is the smudge tool, with which I also erase the stripes of the shirt by smearing them off. Some smears on the beard as well, and pulling the brim of the hat, which is also done using this very same tool. Next, let's tackle adding the payas, the Jewish side hair, using the brush tool. Since I'm not too familiar with the brush settings in this version of Photoshop, I'll just play around with them until I get the result I want. Currently, I'm alternating between using paintbrushes and the smudge tool, switching back and forth as I work. While using the paintbrush, I make sure to sample the lighter tones of the beard to add a touch of lightness to the dark side locks. There is plenty of side hair styles. I am not sure in advance what style to add to this character. However, during the process, things become clear to me that I want to see him with a bit of a messy style of side hair. As they would have called it in slang, Seitenhaar und eine unordentlichen Naturfrisur. And if talking the normal stuff, it's like your hair's just doing its own thing by your sideburns, giving off that sneaky charm. Oops, slang snake attack. Now that the character is done, let's restore the background and handle the leftover of the original image, and eliminate them with light smears inward, sweeping them under the modified character layer. All we gotta do now is to adjust the environment, i.e. the characters walking in the streets. To this one, let's lengthen the coat with delicate strokes and add a little beard and side locks, all with gentle brush strokes by a soft brush. Since the focus of this image is on the main character and the background is blurred, there is no need to be precise in the finished level of these details. And so, when the twilight of the sun is about to fade, the guy's finishing going over the latest in real estate, we're moving over to the next character. This is Bramby Bumblethorn, a hipster who lives in a beer house in Portland on the west coast of North America. And he is immersed in thoughts about the purpose of life and dreaming of converting to Judaism. We got his back on this one, for sure, once we lay out the lowdown on the challenge for him of keeping the 613. But as you can see from his determined look he's given off, he's made his move and now he's switching up his hair, style and gear. Keeping it real by sporting his taleskuten, his talit katan, over his outfit, just like he saw the custom is among the Orthodox Jews in Seattle, Washington. At first he inquired about where to get that yellowish taleskuten. So they explained to him that it's only a matter of time, and after a few years his taleskuten will also turn yellowish. He left behind his old name by adopting his new and crispy name, Yankel Schmalzfleischbergsteinsaft. He ditched Uncle Sam real quick, bounced over to Israel, rolled into Eish Torah in Jerusalem, and fully vibed with that lively culture. He was all about learning Hebrew, but soon realized ain't nobody speaking that all over Jerusalem. So he straight up trashed the whole idea out and began dropping some serious local English flavor on the streets of Jerusalem. He swapped his beer for Friday night cholent, his anti-hand pretzels for shawarma in Laffa, his hip-hop beats for klezmer tunes, his shooting practicing for diving into the Buvekame tractate, and said goodbye to his Arturo Fuente Hemingway smokes for some intense hot morning prayers. This was the short tale of the AI character who caused a stir in the AI industry. Now let's see what it looks like before and after. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more useful stuff in Yetzachem. Goodbye, until next time.